All right, here we go against Edina. Lorenzen line out there first. We're going to have Christensen, Lorenzen, Swarthout. Lorenzen will take the face off. Christensen will be to his right, Swarthout to his left. Back is Rasmussen and Davis against Edina Green. Puck comes out. Lorenzen or Christensen controls it. Davis tries to throw a puck across. It's picked up. Back to Christensen. Christensen throws it up to Swarthout. And we're going to get an offsides call. Are you kidding? Okay. All right. We're going to get an offsides call with 14:44 left in the first period. Lorenzen locks in. Gets the face off. Brings it into the zone. We're down with controls. They're going to right back out again. Dump it into the CCHA zone. That goes behind the net to Swarthout, or comes back out. Swarthout picks it up. He carries it in the center line. Comes back in. Dumps it to Christensen. Over to Swarthout. Misses him. That comes all the way down to the corner zone. Not sure why the music turned on. That comes out. Center ice. All the way down. No icing. Johnson picks it up. Johnson throws it along the boards. That comes out. Comes out to Reichert. Now to Heinert. Heinert's shot on point. Reichert takes the face off. Gets it up to Eide. Eide throws it back to Sestafant. Sestafant throws it out. Up. Sedida picks it up. Brings it up to center ice. Dumps it into the zone. Chasing after it. Johnson. He has to back behind the net. Reichert didn't help him out. Reichert gets it up to Sestafant. Sestafant sends it back down in deep. Rasmussen picks it up. Comes out to Reichert. Reichert throws it back behind the net to Heinert. Heinert to Johnson. We're going to get a slashing call. It looks like on Heinert. So Edina will go up on the power play with 13 minutes and 5 seconds left here in the first period. And that was Sports Foul. Comes back, Edina controls in the corner, back behind the net. Goes to the side. Swarthout breaks it up. Tries to poke check that away. Comes back in. Back. Shot. Nice job by Starkman. Starkman's in net tonight. And Sportsball sends it all the way down for an icing call. We got a line change here with 12 minutes and 35 seconds left here. Minute and 30 seconds left in the Edina power play. Lorenzen in for the power play. Comes up to the point for Edina. Edina sends it down below. Up to the point. Shot goes wide of the net. Picked up by Rasmussen. He sends it around back. Davis in the corner with it now. Picked up by Lorenzen. Lorenzen gets it out of the zone. Christensen trying to get to it. Nice job, guys. And we're going to get a penalty on both Edina and CCHA. We'll have a double minor here. So 4 and 4 for 58 seconds. 12 minutes and 2 seconds left here in the first. Score is 0-0. Edina comes away with it. Brings it across ice. Shot goes over the net. Comes back to Edina along the boards. Comes out to the center. Back to the point. Back down low. Gets broken up by Sestafon. Sestefon's able to get it out of the zone. Lorenzen chasing after it. Sestafon pushes it back into the Edina zone. Nice job of poke checking that puck away. Puck comes along the boards. Nice check by. Comes out. Sestafon has it. No, just wide of the net. We're going to get a penalty for Edina. Looks like it's going to be a slashing call. All right. So 1 minute left in the penalty for CCHA. Puck comes out, 4-4. Both teams are CCHA goes on the power play back to ID. ID bounces it out across the boards. Gets it to Heiner, but Edina will control it coming out. Edina dumps it into the zone. Chasing after it is Johnson. He has it behind the boards. Sportsbow is right there to break up the play. ID picks it up. ID goes back behind the net. Sends it over to Sportsbow. Sportsbow over to Swarthout. Swarthout dumps it into the zone. Chases after it. Along with Heiner. Puck comes to Heiner. And it gets it to Sportsbow. Sportsbow's shot gets blocked in the corner. Edina will come out with it. Poke checked away by Sportsbow. Picked up by Heiner. He carries it back in the zone. Tied up in the ref skates. It was all the way down. Rasmussen able to pinch down and keep it into the zone. And whistle's called. We're going to get a cross-check call. Looks like it's on Edina. For slashing, sorry, not cross-check. Slashing call on Edina. So it'll be 5-on-3. Lorenzen locks in. He's got Swarthout and Christensen up front. Davison and Rasmussen up back. Puck comes to Swarthout. 5-on-3 here. Swarthout gets it up to Lorenzen. Puck comes out. Rasmussen can't quite get there. Brings it back to Davis. Davis is regripping. Gets it to Lorenzen. Lorenzen coming in. Brings it in the corner back behind the net. Stop short. Brings it up to Rasmussen. Rasmussen shot. You're going to get a high stick call on CCHA, so the puck will come all the way down. Looks like it's going to be to the left of Starkman. 9 minutes and 19 seconds left here in the first period. 13 seconds left in the 5-on-3. Lorenzen taking the face off. He gets it up to Christensen. Christensen will carry it in. Loses control of the puck. Edina brings it back out to center ice. Back to ID. ID gets it to Christensen. Christensen skates it in. Gets it to Lorenzen. Lorenzen to Christensen. Christensen's shot goes high. Edina's only down one player now. Got about 50 seconds left in that power play. That comes out. Johnson. Johnson to Lorenzen. Lorenzen gets stuck up with Johnson carries it in, drops it for Swarthout. Swarthout. Shot goes wide by ID. Puck comes out. Edina has a shot, goes wide of the net, comes out to Swarthout. Swarthout drops it for Johnson. Right, or Heinert gets it to, comes back out. Idy's back in the corner with it, throws it back behind boards. Johnson will pick it up. He checks it. With 10 seconds left here in the power play. Edina throws it back into the zone. Johnson picks it up. And both teams are at full strength. So Stefan picks it up behind the net. Drops it off for Heinert. And it carries it out. Gets it into the zone. Puts it on Stefan's stick. Stefan can't get it over the Schwartzball. Shot. Nice side by Starkman. He gets it over to Rasmussen. Rasmussen in the corner with it. Puck goes back behind the net for Davis. Davis gets it up. Nice job by Starkman throwing it into the corner. Comes up to the point for save. Comes into the corner for Rasmussen. Rasmussen gets pushed. Comes outside. Stefan picks it up. Trying to get it to Reichert. Comes up to center ice. And we're going to get an offsides call on Edina. 6 minutes and 42 seconds left here in the first period. Score 0-0. Lorenzen picks it up. Edina controls off the face-off, dumps it into the zone. Idy chasing after it, has control over it. Throws it up to Swarthout. Swarthout dumps it out of the zone. Comes out, center ice. Swarthout breaks up the play. Edina comes in. Shot goes wide of the net. Comes out to Christensen. Back to Edina. Nice job by Swarthout. He breaks up that play. Gets it back behind the net. Christensen trying to get to it. He gets broken up by Edina. Puck comes out of the zone. And whistle's blown. It's like a cross-checking by Christensen. So Edina will go up on the power play for the next 2 minutes with 6 minutes and 7 seconds left here in the first period. Lorenzen out to take the face off. Nope, take that back. Swift foul. Puck gets deflected, goes cross ice. Edina picks it up. Shot off the pipe. Nice job by Idy getting that puck wide. Edina picks it up at the point. Sets the front out there, picks it up, gets it out of the zone. Swartzball chasing after it. Edina controls the puck. Cross ice. Johnson back. Shot. Nice glove save by Stutzman. 5 minutes and 35 seconds left here in the first period. 1 minute and 28 seconds left here in the power play for Edina. Shots on goal are even at 4-4. Score is 0-0. Reagan comes in, takes the play, gets it to Davis. Davis takes it back behind the net. Stops short. Picked up by Edina. Edina up front. Broken out, comes up to the point for Edina. They throw it back in. Second save. Comes back behind the net. Goes cross. Shot goes wide of the net. Edina picks it up in the corner. Throws it back behind the net. Back to the corner. Blocked off Reichert's stick. Goes back behind the net. Comes back. Nice pickup by Davis. And I think we're going to get a high stick here or an offsides. It's going to be an offsides call. 4 minutes and 55 seconds left here in the first. 48 seconds left in the power play for Edina. Edina controls off the face-off, dumps it in. Picked up by Davis in the corner. Davis throws it along towards the Schwartzbauer. Schwartzbauer tries to hit Lorenzen. Edina comes away. Nice side grab by Stretchman. And that's a goal. So Edina scores with 4 minutes and 37 seconds. 4 minutes and 37 seconds left here in the first period. So it's Edina 1, CCHA 0. Schwartzbauer take the face off. Got Stefan off to his left. Heinert off to his right. But back is Eddie and Johnson. Schwartzbauer throws it up alongside the net, or alongside the boards. Goes into the Edina zone. Heinert there to keep it in. He throws it back in. Puck comes out. Stefan is there. He tries to throw it out front. Comes out to Heinert. Heinert throws it back into the corner. Schwartzbauer chasing after it. Comes back out. Blocked by Heinert. Over to Schwartzbauer. Schwartzbauer shot goes over the net. Edina picks it up. Christensen in. Tries to stuff it. Can't. Covered by Edina with 3 minutes and 44 seconds left here in the first period. All right. Score here is Edina 1, CCHA 0. Riker didn't take the face off. He's got Sports out to his left. He's got Stefan to his right. That comes out to Rasmussen. Rasmussen dumps it in. Comes cross ice. Comes to Edina. Davis is able to pick it up. Davis bounces it off the board. Comes out to Sweat-out. Sweat-out tries to get it in. Deep. Can't. Comes out. Davis is there. Stefan breaks up the play. Comes out. And we're going to get an offside call as the puck just jumped the blue line. 3 minutes and 4 seconds left here in the first period. Puck comes out for Heinert. Second getting an offside call again. So we'll redo this. Lorenzen in. Stefan. Heinert. Heinert. Goes into the zone. Tied up. Nice job by Lorenzen. Pulling that puck out. Puck goes back behind the net. Lorenzen has it. He stops short. Looking for someone out front. Gets it to Stefan. Stefan shot gets blocked. He tries to throw it across. Can't. Rasmussen chasing after the Edina player. He breaks it up. Nice job by Heinert and Lorenzen. Comes up to Stefan. Stefan will carry it out of his zone. Brings it into the Edina zone. Gets blocked off the puck, but he's able to get it in deep for a line change. Puck comes out. Gets picked up by Reichert. Reichert loses an edge. Comes back to Eddie. Eddie throws it back to Johnson. Johnson picks it up. Gets it to Christensen. To Reichert. Reichert tries to get it to Stefan. We're going to get an offside call. All right, line change here. Fourth foul come in, take the face off. He's got Erickson to his right. Swarthout to his left. This time Erickson's been on the ice for a game or two. Puck comes out. Nice job by Starkman. Comes back on the net for Heidi. Heidi throws it up to Erickson. Erickson gets blocked off the puck. Does a nice job leaving it for Schwartzbaugh. Schwartzbaugh picks it up. He dumps it into the zone, but it's quickly brought back out again by Edina. Come back down. Shot. Nice save by Starkman. It's lost on Erickson's skate. Puck goes over the net. Comes in for Heidi. And that's going to be a penalty on Edina. That'll be 2 minutes on boarding for Edina. It'll come all the way back down. Minute and 9 seconds left here in the first period. That penalty will carry over into the second. Lorenzen didn't take the face off. He's got Smith out to his left, Christensen to his right. Puck comes out to Johnson. Johnson able to keep it up, but it's taken up by Edina. Edina's got it at center ice. Johnson puts a soft check on. Edina comes in. Shot Starkman. He gets it over the net. Comes back out. Heidi picks it up. Heidi throws it up to Swarthout. Swarthout comes in. Drops it for Johnson. Christensen. Christensen shot. Oh, almost a shot from Lorenzen, but they're going to call a high stick on that. 36.9 seconds left here in the first period, a minute and 28 seconds left in the power play for CCHA. Riker didn't take the face off. Puck goes back behind the net. The guy who wraps around. Nice save by Starkman. He goes back, gets up. Shot goes wide of the net. Picked up by Setsafat. He gets thrown in the boards. That comes out. Nice save by Starkman. Picked up by Heinert. Heinert gets it over to Reichert. Reichert's shot gets deflected into the zone. Rasmussen back. Picks it up. Goes over to Sestafant. Sestafant tries to throw it over, and that is the end of the first period. All right, folks. The score is Edina 1, CCHA 0. We'll be back in 60 seconds. All right, here we go for the second period. 51 seconds left in the power play for CCHA. Lorenzen checks in. Christensen to his right. Erickson to his left. Comes out to Rasmussen to Christensen. Christensen dumps it into the zone. Back by a minute is Lorenzen. Comes up to the boards for Erickson. Comes alongside. Erickson chasing after it. Comes up to Heidi. Heidi able to keep it in. Back to Christensen. Erickson able to keep it. Back to Heidi. Heidi sends it over to Johnson. Johnson's shot goes wide of the net. Christensen back behind. Sends it to Heidi. ID to Johnson. Johnson over to Christensen, or Erickson. Erickson shot, deflected into the zone. Back behind the net, Erickson with it now. He's getting the board, sends it to Idy. Idy back to Erickson, but can't control it. Comes out. Both teams are at full strength, and that's going to be an icing foul. All right, folks. 14 minutes left here in the second period. Score is Edina 1, CCHA 0. Schwartzfeld in to take the face off. It's got Heinert and Swarthout up front. Davis and Rasmussen out back. That comes across the board. Swarthout jumps over Schwartzfield's or Rasmussen's stick. Goes into the corner for Edina. Davis picks it up. Gets it up to Swarthout. Swarthout pushes it up the boards. Shot on Starkman, and Starkman saves. 13 minutes and 39 seconds left here in the second period. Scores Edina 1, CCHA 0. Swarthout in to take the face off. Edina picks it up. Shot, nice save by Starkman. Comes back up. Hits Swarthout's skate. Swarthout, nice shot. Gets blocked. Oh! That's Schwartzfeld, put the shot on net, bounce back out, comes to Heinert, and Heinert pumps that right back in. Nice job, boys. All tied up here at 1-1 with 13 minutes and 24 seconds left here in the second period. Schwartzfeld, Heinert, and Swarthout line in. Schwartzfeld to take the face off. He wins it, brings it in, dumps it on point, and it's covered by the Edina goal. We get a line change here. It'll be Reichert in to take the face off, Christensen to his right, Erickson to his left. That comes out. Edina controls it off the face off, throws it into the corner, comes out to Johnson. Johnson throws it back down. Gets it to Christensen. Christensen to Reichert. Reichert tries to throw it out front, but it bounces off the side of the net and cameras off. Puck comes all the way down. Stark going to get the save. Save goes wide. Picked up by Idy. Idy backhands it over to Erickson. Erickson sauces it over, but misses Reichert. Comes back out. Reichert deflects that. Comes to center ice. Johnson has it, but Edina picks it up. Erickson back there. Nice job by Starkman, and he'll cover the puck. 12 minutes and 31 seconds left here in the second. We're tied 1-1. Shots on goal are pretty even. Edina's got 13. CCHA has got 10. Lorenzen line out there. Lorenzen gets the face off. It's deflected. Comes over to Sestefan. Sestefan pushes it out of the zone. Swarthout sends it up alongside the boards. Edina controls. Brings it up center ice. Feeds it back in. Davis there. Davis sends it up to Swarthout. Puck comes out. Gets blocked in the middle. Davis back behind the net now. Tying it up. Lorenzen in. Help him out. He gets it to Swarthout. Swarthout sends it over to Sestefan. Sestefan sends it up to Swarthout. Swarthout will carry it in. Tries to get it to Rasmussen. Now to Sestefan. Oh! Dave's there to keep the puck in. Sends it in deep. Edina controls alongside the boards. Edina throws it alongside. Gets it up to Davis. Davis throws it up. Tries to get it to Lorenzen. Can't. Comes alongside the boards again. Sestefan able to break up that play. Tries to get it to Heinert. Gets broken up by Edina. Davis able to get it back into the zone deep. Comes out to Davis. Davis dumps it back down to Heinert. Heinert off the Schwartzbach. Schwartzbach shot. Nice. Put right into the gut of the Edina goal. 11 minutes and 1 second left here in the second period. Scores all tied up at 1-1. Quick to take the face off. Schwartzbach to his left. Heinert to his right. Comes out to Heinert. And the shot goes wide of the net. Edina picks it up. We're going to get an offsides call here. 10 minutes and 53 seconds left here in the second period. Record takes the face off. Puck comes out. Comes back in. Pressure. Edina comes back down. Schwartzbach takes the player off. Gets the puck out. Puck comes back in deep, but that's going to be an offsides foul. 10 minutes and 35 seconds left here in the second period. Lorenzen steps in. He's got Christensen to his right. Erickson to his left. Puck comes out to Edie. Edie carries it back behind the net. The CCHA doubles back. Tries to get it to Erickson. Puck flutters up to Edina. They keep it back in. Back to Edie. Edie sends it over to Christensen. Christensen gets some help from Erickson. Tries to get it out of the zone. Lorenzen has it back behind the net. Gets it to Erickson. Erickson deflects it, but it comes cross ice and out of the zone. Nice block by Lorenzen. It comes all the way down. Edie chasing after it. He'll pick it up. Get it to Erickson. Erickson gets it tied up at his skates. Then comes away with it. Nice job by Christensen. Lorenzen skating after it. Gets it to Christensen. Christensen has it. Erickson's shot goes wide of the net. Edina picks it up. They'll carry it out of the zone. Oh, it's deflected. Lorenzen picks it up. Back to Rasmussen. And we're going to get a whistle blown, not quite sure why. We're going to get a cross check by Edina. So CCHA will go up on a 2-minute power play with 9 minutes and 19 seconds left here. Riker didn't take the face off. He's got Sestafant and Swarthout up front with him. Riker gets the face off, goes into the corner. Edina throws it out. Davis is able to catch it, keep it in the zone. So is Rasmussen. Rasmussen punches down, but it comes back out to Sestafant. Sestafant will pick it up. He'll carry it in. The shot goes on point. He does another one. This puck will come all the way down. And it's going to be on point, so no icing. Back to Davis. Davis sends it all the way across. Edina picks it up. They'll dump it into the zone on Starkman again. Starkman sends it to Rasmussen. Rasmussen sends it up to Swarthout. Swarthout will carry it in. He dumps it into the corner, picks it up, back behind the net. He has it. He's got Sestafant out front. Comes to Davis. Davis sends it to Reichert. Reichert doubles back. He gets lost in the rough skates. Swarthout gets it to Reichert. Reichert's shot. It's blocked. Reichert tries a wraparound. Picked up by Swarthout. Swarthout's shot. Reichert does number check. Another check by Sestafant. Puck gets blocked. Goes into the corner. And that's going to be an icing call on Edina. 29 seconds left here in the power play for CCHA. 7 minutes and 48 seconds left here in the second period. Lorenzen line out there. He's got Heinert and Schwartzbau out with him. Heinert's going to be to his right, actually just behind him. And Sestefan to his left. That comes out to Heinert. Heinert shot. Nice save by the goalie. Oh, Lorenzen was right there for the cleanup, but just couldn't get it in before the Edina goalie gloved it. Couple of ticks off the clock here. 25 seconds left here in the power play. Comes up. Heinert picks it up. Gets it out front. Shot. Goes wide of the net. Comes back to Lorenzen. Lorenzen throws it out front. Comes out to Heinert. Heinert throws it in the corner for Schwartzbau. Schwartzbau shot. Goes back behind the net. Heinert gets it to Lorenzen. Nope. Tries to. Gets it to Lorenzen now. Lorenzen throws it across ice. Comes all the way out of the point. And both teams are at full strength. Schwartzbau picks it up. Throws it back in. Bounced off of the Edina player. Edina will throw it in on point. Johnson picks it up. Sends it up to Christensen. Christensen to Lorenzen. Lorenzen will throw it in. Near line change here. That comes up to Johnson. Poke chucked away. Nice job by Rasmussen to pick it up as the defense was able to get a break. Offense is coming up next. Christensen in, along with Reichert. Edina picks it up, pulls it back behind the net. Back in deep. Reichert able to keep it in. Erickson sends it down deep. Edina will send it all the way down. That'll be an icing call in Edina. 6 minutes and 11 seconds left here in the second period. Score tied 1-1. Shots on goal. CCHA up 17-15 on shots on goal. Reichert didn't take the face-off. He's got Christensen to his left. Puck comes out to Davis. Davis sends it in, deflected by Reichert, goes wide of the net. Erickson sends it down to Christensen. Christensen loses it to Edina. Edina will carry it out. Brings it into the CCHA zone, throws it back into the corner. Reichert in, along with Rasmussen. Erickson picks it up. Tries to get it up to Lorenzen. That's going to be an icing call. Nope, they're going to wave it. Comes out to Edina. Edina fans on the shot. Comes up to the center. Picked up by Edina. It's a 2-on-1 if they get it right. They don't. Goes into the corner. Blocked by Rasmussen. Rasmussen has it back behind the net. Doubles back. Try and calm the puck down. Gets it up to Schwartzbau. Swarthout sends it over to Sestefan. Sestefan tries to get it to Lorenzen. Just out of that shot. Just off his skate. Back to Rasmussen. Off his skate. And Edina pushes it into the zone for Davis to pick it up. Davis picks the puck up. Gets it to Sestefan. Sestefan pushes it out to Lorenzen. Lorenzen tries to get it out to Swarthout. Can't. Edina dumps it back into the zone. Rasmussen chasing after it. 4:43 left here in the second period. Edina sends it up to the point. Comes all the way out of the zone. Comes all the way down. Reichert chasing after it. Comes up to Sestefan. And we're getting an offsides call as Reichert just couldn't get back in time. 4 minutes and 31 seconds left here in the second period. Reichert line out there with Heinert to his right, Schwartzbau to his left. Puck comes out to Johnson. Johnson sends it in deep. Schwartzbau chased after it. Heinert along with him. Comes up to Edina. ID picks it up. Edina comes in. ID breaks it up. Comes up to Schwartzbau. Schwartzbau's got a play. Shot goes wide into the corner. Comes back down. Heidi's there to pick it up at the point. Sends it down to Schwartzbaugh. Record after it in the corner. Comes all the way out. Heidi picks it up. She'll bounce it back in deep. And it looks like an offsides call on CCHA. 3 minutes and 48 seconds left here in the second. Score is tied 1-1. Lorenzen line out there. Christensen to his right. Erickson to his left. Up goes out to Erickson. Deflects it along the outside of the board. So Dino will throw it out. Johnson there to break it up. Lorenzen able to push. Christensen able to push it into his own. He's got it back behind the net. He throws it out front. Goal! All right. 3 minutes and 29 seconds left here. CCHA goes up 2-1 over Edina. Not sure who got that goal. Looks like the credit's going to go to Christensen. I think Christensen ricocheted off an Edina player and then ended up in the goal, which is fine. We'll take that. Smith out to take the face off. Christensen to his right. Erickson to his left. Back is Johnson and Heidi. Up comes Cross. Christensen able again. Swarthout chases after it in the corner. Got short, picked up by Christensen. Back to Swarthout. Swarthout has it back behind the net. Tries wrap around. Picked up by Edina. Edina throw it along the boards. Throw it all the way across ice. Heidi chasing after it in the corner. Picks it up. Brings it back down the net. Puck comes out front. Shot goes over the net. Edina is able to hold it in, but only temporarily. As comes back. Johnson able to get it out of the zone. Edina throws it back in. Heidi chasing after it. Heidi picks it up, bounces it along the boards, gets it over to Sestefan. Sestefan throws it to Reichert. Reichert loses it to an Edina player. Edina throws it back in deep. Heidi picks it up. Edina controls in the corner, throws it out front. Picked up by Sestefan. Broken up by Heidi. Heidi will go to the bench for a change. Back to Johnson. Johnson will throw it all the way down, and that's going to be an icing call on CCHA. Face-off will be to the right of Starkman as we get a line change here. Jacob will come in for the face-off. Erickson and Heinert out front with them. Rasmussen and Davis out back. Rasmussen has it. Sends it along the back of the board behind the net. Reichert in to help him out. Edina comes away with it. Looking for a nice job by Starkman and a goal by Edina. All right, we're 2-2 with 1 minute and 45 seconds left here in the second period. Pretty even game as shots on net are 19 for Chaska, Chanhassen, and 17 for Edina. Lorenzen will step in for the face-off. He's got Swarthout to his left, Christensen to his right. Back is Davis and Rasmussen. That comes out to Edina. Flutters over to Davis. Davis bounces it off the board, gets it out of the zone. Edina picks it up at center ice. Throws it back alongside the boards. Now throws it back, deflected into the corner. Rasmussen will chase after it. Throws it up to Swarthout. Swarthout hits the ref. That comes out. Edina throws the puck behind the net. Rasmussen picks it up. Throws it across ice. Edina breaks it up. Christensen almost gets a breakaway there. We're going to get a high stick there. High stick on Christensen. We'll go to the box for 2 minutes. Minute and 4 seconds left here in the second. It'll go up on the power play. 56 seconds going into the third period. Gonna get a line change here as Riker comes in for the face-off. Riker gets it over to Johnson. Johnson carries it back behind the net. Now back in the corner. Tries to get it out of the zone. Comes up to the point for Edina. Edina sends it in deep. It goes wide of the net. Heidi back in. That comes out. Edina controls. Back down low. Edina throws it down into the corner. 30 seconds left here in the second. That comes out. Stark little cover. 28.9 seconds left here in the second period. Minute and 25 seconds left in the power play for Edina. Score is tied at 2-2. Lorenzen in to take the face off. Erickson out there in front too. Johnson and Heidi out back. Heidi will take the puck, rolls it alongside the boards, and it'll go out of zone. So we'll have another face off here. It'll be to the left of Starkman. Lorenzen comes in to take the face off, pushes it to the boards. Nice job by Heidi getting it all the way down. Hits something, rolls. Icing's waved off. Lorenzen goes down. He's got it back. He gets a high stick. We don't call it that. Edina comes in with numbers. Shot. Gets left at the point. And that is the end of the second period. All right. 56 seconds left in the power play. We'll be back in 60 seconds, folks. All right, here we go for the third and final period. Swarthout didn't take the face off. He's got Rasmussen to his left. Heiner to his right. Davis out back. Puck comes to Davis. Davis will dump it into the Edina zone. Got 50 seconds left in the power play for Edina. Puck comes out. Davis able to hold it alongside the boards temporarily. Edina comes back in. Tries to center it. Rasmussen sends that puck into the corner. Edina comes back out with it. Back to Edina. Gets lost in the skate. Comes out to the point. The shot goes wide of the net. Comes out to the point for Edina. Edina fans on it. Comes back out. Nice save by Starkman. Shot goes over the net, into the netting, and we're going to get a face-off. 16 seconds left in the power play for Edina. Score is 2-2. All tied up in the third period. Lorenzen comes in, takes the face off. Up goes high, deflected off of Lorenzen's skate, goes into the corner for Edina. Sesafont, smart enough to jump on that, comes all the way down, and we're going to get an icing call, which is a bunch of bullshit because the guy, Edina player, pulled up as opposed to getting to the puck. Both teams are at full strength though, which is awesome. Lorenzen taking the face off. It's the puck to Heidi outside the boards. Puck comes all the way over to Erickson. Erickson backhands that up. Trying to hit Sestafont. Sestafont comes in. Yeah, it looks like Sestafont's going to go off for a holding call. All right, so Dan will go back up on the power play for the next 2 minutes. With 13:47 left in the third period. Puck comes out to Johnson. Johnson deflected by Lorenzen. He gets it out to center ice. Puck comes back down for Edina. Johnson doubles back, sends it into the corner. Edina throws it up to the point. Lorenzen challenging. Comes back down. Shot, and they save by Starkman. All right, Raker didn't take the face off here. Raker gets it over to Davis. Davis carries it into the corner, throws it back. Edina picks it up. Comes out. Nice job by Swarthout. Swarthout gets it out of the zone. Hits Raker. Raker comes around. Gets it out. Edina picks it up. We kill some time. Got about 1:10 left on the power play for Edina. Not much time left in this game before they blow it because of timing. Edina carries it out, comes across. 56 seconds. Nice job by Rasmussen. Breaking that puck up. Edina is able to keep it in the zone though. Keeps it up on top. Shot, nice save by Starkman. He leaves it out. Loses his stick. Puck comes out of the zone. Starkman's able to pick his stick up. Edina carries it back in again. Shot goes over the net. Puck comes down low. Back to the point for Edina. Back down low. Davis is there along with Reichert. Puck that's nice job by Heinert. Flipping it back out to the point. Shot. Saved by Starkman. Goes into the corner. Back behind the net. Rasmussen's there. For Johnson. Johnson throws it all the way down. Both teams are at full strength, and that's going to be an icing call. Oh, nice job coming off that penalty. It's tied 2-2 with 11 minutes and 42 seconds left here in the third period. Not sure when they're going to call this game. Lorenzen in, he gets it into the corner for Johnson. Johnson bounces it off the board to Christensen. Jumps Christensen's skate. Comes out. Back to the point for Edina. Edina carries it in seat. Can't get a stick on it. Heidi over with it in the boards. He doubles back. Carries it over to Johnson. Johnson throws it over to Christensen. Puck gets deflected by Lorenzen up to Christensen. Christensen able to keep it in, but that's going to be an offsides call as Swarthout had crossed the line already. All right, it's going to be to the far dot towards the Edina zone. Riker didn't take the face off. He's got Erickson to his left, Sestefan to his right. Out back is Eide and Johnson. Puck goes into Edina zone. Edina brings it out, brings it into CCHA zone. Shot and Starkman, and they'll glove it. 11 minutes and 3 seconds left here in the third period. Scores all tied up at 2-2. Regs take the face off. Gets it out to Edina's point. They send it into the corner. Eide in after it. Along with Edina. Edina has it off to back behind the net. Trying to get it up point. So Stefan's able to get it out. Tries to hit Erickson. That comes into the corner for Edina. Eide coming away with it. Eide throws it back behind the boards. Johnson chasing after it. Gets it up to Sestefan. Puck goes wide. Nice deflection by Starkman. Starkman sends it alongside the boards. Comes out. Eide picks it up. He'll carry it and dump it into the zone. Going for a line change. 10 minutes left here in the third period. Puck comes back down. Picked up by Schwartzbaugh. Schwartzbaugh throws it back in. Before it goes in. Lorenzen trying to get back there. Keep the puck in the net. Schwartzbaugh in to help him out. Rasmussen pinches back down. Heiner comes in to help out. Comes out to Schwartzbaugh. Heiner able to keep it in the zone. Only temporary. Come all the way back down. That's going to be an icing call. No, it's waived. Davis will pick it back up. Davis gets it to Rasmussen. Rasmussen has it to Schwartzbaugh. Edina comes away with it. That goes wide of the net. In the corner, Lorenzen poke checks out away. Gets it to Davis. Throws it out front. Schwartzbaugh's there. He sends it all the way down to the zone, and we are going to get an icing call here. Puck will come all the way back down. Looks like it's going to be to the right of Starkman. Got a line change here as the Reichert, Christensen, Swarthout line comes out. That comes out to the point for Edina. Goes back into the corner. Johnson and Reichert. Comes up to Swarthout. Shot. Nice block by Eide. Eide sends it up. Deflected by Swarthout. Nice job. Comes back down. Center ice. Shot. Glove save by Starkman. All right. 8 minutes and 42 seconds left here. We're all tied up at 2-2 in the third period. Shots on goal are CCHA 19, Edina 25. But Edina had back-to-back power plays. Reichert steps in for the face-off. Puck goes into the corner. Sent around the rims to Swarthout. Swarthout throws it up the boards. Tries to hit Christensen. Oh, no! It's an icing call. Are you kidding? He got there before the icing. Dude. I don't mess with the refs too much. And these guys have been pretty good, to be honest with you. But that one was... All right. Lorenzen coming into the face-off. Puck gets dropped. Comes back to Edina. Edina is blocked by Lorenzen. Shot deflected by Johnson. Goes over the net. Comes up to Sestefan. Sestefan hits Lorenzen. Lorenzen will dump it into the zone. Skates in after it. Puck comes up to the point for Eide. Eide sends it back in down and deep. Lorenzen back behind the net with it. He loses it to Edina. Edina comes up along the board. Sestefan there. He keeps it in deep. Bounces off of Erickson's skate. Comes up to Johnson. Johnson will throw it back in. And what? Looks like an offside call with 8 minutes and 1 second left. We're going to come out to center ice, not sure why. Riker comes out to take the face off. He's got Schwartzbau to his left, Heiner to his right. Riker wins the face off, comes in deep into the zone for Edina. Schwartzbau chasing after, comes up to the boards to Heiner. Heiner throws it over to Schwartzbau. Edina picks it up, throws it out of the zone. It'll come all the way down, and that's going to be an icing call on Edina. 7 minutes and 43 seconds left here in the game. Score is still tied 2-2. Rickard, Schwartzbau, and Heiner will stay out there. Rasmussen and Davis out back. Rickard comes in for the face-off. Gets into the boards for Schwartzbau. Comes back for Heiner. Schwartzbau throws it up front. Edina's right there. Rickard kind of breaks up that play. Gets it to Heiner. Heiner gets it over to Davis. Davis a shot. Comes through to the Edina goalie. Back to Rasmussen. Rasmussen to Davis. Davis a shot. Goes wide of the net. Comes back. Rasmussen able to get the Schwartzbau, but that's going to be a hand pass. Rasmussen deflected it right to Heiner's stick. Can't do that. Heiner's got to play it after, or Rasmussen's got to play it after he deflects the puck. All right, Lorenzen, Swarthout, and Christensen. Comes out to Davis. Davis throws it into the zone. 7 minutes and 12 seconds left here in the third period. Puck comes out to Christensen. He sends it back to Lorenzen. Lorenzen sends it back. The Edina player picks it up and gets it to Davis. It's tied up. Davis deflects it. Comes out at the line. Edina finally throws it in. Starkman throws it into the corner for Davis. Davis will throw it up to Swarthout. Swarthout gets it up to Lorenzen. Lorenzen looks to Christensen. Can't. Edina picks it up. Throws it across ice. 6 minutes and 30 seconds left here in the third period. Puck comes all the way down in the CCHA zone. Back to Davis. Davis throws it to Reichert. Bounces off of Reichert's skates. Comes out to center ice. Edina will carry it in. Shot on Starkman, and one glove save that. 6 minutes and 14 seconds left here in the third period. Scores all tied up 2-2. Shots on net. CCHA 20, Edina 26. Riker didn't take the face off. He gets it over to puck comes across. Puck comes all the way down to Johnson. Johnson will pick it up along the net. Gets it up to Sestefan. Sestefan throws it out, trying to hit Eriksson. A little too far for him. Edina carries it into the zone. Comes back out. Edina carries it back in. Shot. Nice save by Starkman. Goes into the corner. Edina picks it up. Back behind the net with it. Come on, guys. Baker picks it up. Sends it along the boards to Eriksson. And we're going to get an offsides call on the Edina. Puck comes out to center ice. 5 minutes and 24 seconds left here in the game. Lorenzen then takes the face off. He's got Schwartzbau to his left, Christensen to his right. Puck comes out. Lorenzen takes it. Throws it into the zone, comes right back out again. Lorenzen throws it back in deep, gets it back behind the net. Edina picks it up. Edina carries it out of the zone. It comes out. We're going to get a penalty on CCHA. Lorenzen will take the penalty for not sure what. Five minutes and 2 seconds left here in the third period. Edina will go off go up on a power play. All right. Schwartzwell took face off, Heinard up front. Johnson and Edina back. Edina picks it up. Carries it up center ice. Looking for a shot. Dangles it. Johnson picks it up. Eddy does a nice job breaking that up. Johnson will send it all the way down. Doesn't look like it's going to be an icing call. Edina will pick it up. Minute and 30 seconds left in the power play. 4 minutes and 30 seconds left here in the third period. Edina comes in, drops the puck, loses handle on it. It comes down low to Eddy. Eddy will throw it along the boards. No icing. Have a line change here. Christensen and Swarth out up front. Edina carries it in. Blocked off the puck by Rasmussen. Rasmussen gets it to Swarthout. Swarthout bounces along the boards. Edina picks it up, controls at center ice. Edina will carry it in, drops it, brings it to the point. It's broken up by Christensen. Christensen gets it out of the zone. Swarthout throws it to Erickson, Christensen. Christensen comes in, just overskates it just a little bit. Edina will carry it back. Reichert sends it back into the zone. He's pressed in. Puts it into the corner. Comes out to Rasmussen. Rasmussen. Shot will just go wide of the net. Reichert comes back. Comes out to Rasmussen. Rasmussen will keep it in. We've got 15 seconds left on the power play. Good power kill here. Puck comes down. Edina will throw it into the zone. 5 seconds left. 3, 2, 1. Both teams are at full strength. Comes up to Edina. Edina's shot on Starkman. Starkman saves. Starkman tries to get it out of the zone. She's able to at least break up the play long enough to get Sestefan out on the ice. Blocked off a Rasmussen stick. Comes out front. Sestefan picks it up. He's got Erickson off to his right. Holds up. Goes. Oh! Just off the Edina skater. Erickson got tied up. Puck comes out, come all the way down, and Sestefan will pick up that puck. Skates it out to center ice. Goes up to Lorenzen. Lorenzen to Christensen. Nice shot by Lorenzen. Nice save by Edina. 2 minutes left in this game. Puck comes out. Swarthout able to keep it in. Comes out to Johnson. Johnson able to get it over to Lorenzen, but Lorenzen is taken down. Puck comes out, comes down. Eddy does a nice job of blocking that puck. Comes up. Center ice. Offsides on Edina. Not sure why the puck will come all the way down, but there's a minute and 49 seconds left here in the third period. So it's all tied up 2-2. Reichert, Schwartzbow, Erickson line up. Schwartzbow just about able to keep it in, but Darcy throws it on point. It's deflected. Right to Schwartzbow's stick. Reichert gets it over. And that's it. All right, folks. That is the end of the game. We're all tied up here at 2-2. Fun game to watch. Too bad we couldn't stick one more in the net. Have a great rest of your evening. We'll see you here next time. Thanks for joining.